U.S. President Donald Trump's commitment to spearhead the massive reconstruction of the Gaza Strip is the centerpiece of a recently brokered multi-phase peace agreement between Israel and Hamas. This initiative, which secured a comprehensive ceasefire and the release of all remaining hostages, represents a significant, high-stakes diplomatic effort to end the protracted conflict. The deal's initial success in facilitating the exchange of Israeli captives for Palestinian prisoners, along with a surge of desperately needed humanitarian aid, has generated tentative regional optimism. The reconstruction plan itself is unprecedented in scale. Estimates from the World Bank and other regional partners place the cost of restoring basic infrastructure and services in the decimated territory at over $50 billion. Trump's vision, encapsulated in a comprehensive 20-point plan, aims to transform Gaza beyond mere rebuilding. It proposes establishing a de-radicalized, terror-free zone, ushering in transitional governance by vetted Palestinian technocrats, and creating a new economic reality through massive international investment, potentially utilizing innovative funding models like a land trust and tokenization. The ultimate objective is to move from conflict resolution to sustainable development, linking Gaza's future prosperity to regional stability and normalization. Analysis. Reasons and consequences. Reasons for the vow. The driving forces behind the Trump administration's aggressive pursuit of this settlement are multifaceted. First, and perhaps foremost, is the pursuit of a lasting diplomatic legacy, potentially positioning the president for a Nobel Peace Prize nomination for ending the war and securing the hostage release. Second, the vow to rebuild Gaza acts as a crucial incentive for regional cooperation. By dangling the prospect of a massive, commercially viable reconstruction project, the U.S. aims to secure the financial backing and political support of wealthy Gulf states, such as Saudi Arabia and the UAE, who have previously been reluctant to invest without guaranteed stability and a clear vision for the day after Hamas. Third, domestically, successfully bringing home the hostages and ending a debilitating conflict satisfies a key demand of the Israeli public and provides significant political leverage. Consequences and challenges. The immediate consequence is a vital, albeit fragile, pause in hostilities and the influx of humanitarian aid. However, the long-term consequences rest entirely on addressing the three critical, unresolved issues: governance and disarmament. The plan mandates the disarmament of Hamas and the establishment of a technocratic government. Hamas has signaled a willingness to step away from governance, but maintains that disarmament is a red line, complicating the transition. Security and stabilization. The plan calls for an international stabilization force, ISF, composed of Arab and international partners. The deployment, command structure, and mandate of this force require complex United Nations endorsement and regional buy-in, which remains uncertain, as many Arab states fear their troops becoming mired in counterinsurgency operations. Financial mechanism. While the funding need is estimated to be over $50 billion, securing these funds is only the first step. Creating a transparent, non-corrupt mechanism, like the proposed Great Trust, that ensures reconstruction materials are not diverted for military use, while simultaneously guaranteeing Palestinian agency and avoiding charges of dispossession, is highly challenging. Predictions. The success of the peace plan is highly conditional and must be viewed in sequential phases. Short term, 6 to 12 months. High probability of initial success. The ceasefire will hold, humanitarian aid will surge, and the Technocratic Committee will be temporarily established under international supervision. Basic cleanup and rubble removal will begin, driven by immediate necessity and international funding, but this process alone may take years. Medium term, 1 to 5 years. High risk of failure. The plan will stall at the critical juncture of Hamas disarmament and the full deployment of the ISF. Without Hamas being fully disarmed, Gulf states will be reluctant to commit the tens of billions required for the long-term rebuild, fearing their investments will be destroyed in a renewed conflict. The future role of the Palestinian Authority, PA, which must undergo radical reform to be credible, will also remain a major stumbling block. Long-term, 5+ years. Reconstruction will take at least a decade, likely 2. The removal of rubble and the full infrastructure rebuild are multi-decade projects. Sustainable peace is unlikely unless the plan successfully links reconstruction aid to a credible, irreversible pathway toward Palestinian statehood, a concept currently opposed by key elements within the Israeli government. Solutions and recommendations for enduring peace. To transform the initial ceasefire into lasting stability and successful reconstruction, the international community and the parties involved must adopt the following core solutions. Establish an independent reconstruction fund with security guarantees. A dedicated, multilateral financial mechanism must be established, potentially outside the immediate political control of the US and Israel, to depoliticize aid delivery and give donors confidence. This fund must be explicitly tied to a verified security guarantee, possibly a UN-backed resolution authorizing the ISF deployment. Unified Palestinian governance framework. The PA and other moderate factions must immediately agree to a unified, reformed body capable of administering both Gaza and the West Bank. Reconstruction efforts must prioritize empowering Palestinian civil society and local technicians to lead the effort, ensuring local legitimacy and avoiding the appearance of foreign imposition. Link aid to statehood. The transition phases must be explicitly connected to benchmarks that lead to an internationally recognized, viable Palestinian state. Without a political horizon, the massive reconstruction efforts risk becoming a temporary fix before the cycle of violence inevitably resumes. The promise of economic transformation must be paired with the promise of political sovereignty. Prioritize rubble removal and humanitarian access. The immediate focus must be on clearing the 50+ million tons of debris, which is essential for both public health and psychological recovery. Humanitarian access, including the flow of construction materials, must be non-negotiable and overseen by impartial international monitors.